Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Myself Purvi Dobaria, and today we are going to learn about inheritance and variation. Now what does inheritance means? That means the characteristics that we are getting from our parents, and variation includes the changes or the differences that are occurring in that particular characteristics. What is heredity? It is a process of transmission of trait from parents to their offspring, either via asexual or the sexual reproduction. These traits are located on the chromosomes in the form of genes. What is gene? A gene is a section of DNA that is transcribed or translated into a single protein. Each chromosome has up to 25,000 of genes, and humans have 46 chromosomes. Before going on to the chapter, we are going to know about who is the father of genetics and about his experiments. Father of genetics, George John Mendel. He has carried out set of experiments on garden pea using the 7 contrasting characters. Now he has taken the both dominant and the recessive trait. The characters are height, seed shape, seed color, seed coat color, pod shape and the pod color. According to his experiments, he has proposed 3 laws. First law is the law of dominance. It terms the dominant allele or the trait masks the effect of the recessive allele, and in phenotype only the dominant allele is expressed. For example, allele of tallness is dominant over the dwarfism. Each gene has 2 alleles that can code for a trait. Now we can take the example. In phenotype there are red and yellow color, and genotype contains the dominant character both capital A, recessive small a, and their F1 generation, that is a capital A and a small a. The recessive character is masked by the effect of the dominant character. Second law is the law of segregation of gene. Individual possesses 2 alleles of a gene. Each allele separates at the time of meiosis, that is during the formation of gamete. Now, from this example we can easily understand we have taken the F1 generation in that both the dominant and the recessive characters are present. Though in F1 generation we can't see any white flower, but when we have crossed the F1 generation we get 3:1 ratio, that is in the F2 generation, that are 3 purple flower and 1 white flower. The third law is the law of independent assortment. It states that alleles for separate traits are passed independently from the parents to the young ones. Mendel used dihybrid cross in order to explain the law of independent assortment. It is also known as the inheritance law. Here we can see the Mendel has taken the true breeding plants, that is the parents generation, and then we get the F1 generation where we will get the ratio of 3:1, and then again in the F2 generation he has crossed the F1 generation, that is the different characteristics or the 2 characteristics, and we get the ratio of 9:3:3:1. Inheritance of one gene. In this, Mendel has used the tall and the dwarf plant in which he has put the crossings. Now, the tall and the dwarf plants are crossed. The resulting first hybrid generation is known as the filial progeny or the first generation progeny. Mendel observed that all the plants formed are tall. Then F1 plants were self-pollinated and produced F2 generation. The progeny obtained has 3 tall plants and 1 dwarf. The result ratio is 3:1. Incomplete dominance. When the dominant allele is not completely dominant over the recessive allele and the F1 hybrid forms an intermediate of 2 parents, this is termed as the incomplete dominance. The figure given explains when red flower were crossed with the white flowers, the F1 generation contains the flower which are in pink color. For example, flower color in Mirabilis jalapa, the phenotypic and the genotypic ratio observed is 1:2:1. Multiple allelism or the codominance. When a gene exists in more than two allelic forms, the phenomena is termed as the multiple allelism. For example, multiple alleles are inheritance of A, B, O blood group in human being. The gene for blood group occurs in three allelic forms: IA, IB, and a small I. An individual can possess any two of these alleles. The gene IA codes for the glycoprotein A and responsible for blood group A. Gene B, IB codes for glycoprotein B and responsible for blood group B. The gene small I do not produce any glycoprotein, and so the person who is homozygous for it will have the blood group O. The gene IA and IB are dominant over I. The gene IA and IB alleles are equally dominant and produce both glycoprotein A and B and responsible for blood group AB. Such alleles are known as codominant alleles. Dihybrid cross, inheritance of two genes. Mendel also worked with a pea plant that differs in two characters. He had chosen the color and the shape of the seed to explain the inheritance of two genes. Capital Y represents the dominant yellow color of seed and small y represents recessive character and green color of seed. Capital R represents round shape of the seed and small r represents the wrinkle shape of the seed. The genotype of the parents can be written as capital RY and a small ry. Inheritance of two genes was also used to explain the law of independent assortment. Now, we can easily understand the dihybrid cross through this table. Here we have taken the parents generation, that is capital Y and capital R, that is yellow and round seeds, and we are crossing it with the recessive characters, that is the green and wrinkle seeds, that is small y and small r. In F1 generation we are getting the yellow and round seeds. Now after F1 generation it is self-fertilization occurs and we are getting the F2 generation. In F2 generation, we are crossing the F1 generation. Though it contains the recessive and dominant characters, the ratio would be in the 9:3:3:1. Now, how to do the dihybrid cross? Let's cross two plants with one red flowers and tall characteristics and other are the white and the short. We have to make this type of square, and now we are taking the F1 generation and we will start filling up the box. Now we have taken the F1 generation and we have start putting the alleles on the horizontal and the vertical lines. Now for the crossing we have to take we have first taken the horizontal line and the first character in the horizontal line we have written in each block. Now then we are writing the allele on its vertical side and we have write the first allele in each column. Now then again we have to repeat it and we will get the box completed. Now we have done with the dihybrid cross, and lastly we can conclude what are the result of the dihybrid cross. Here we can see the ratio and the number of red and tall flowers, red and short plants, now white and tall and white and shorts. Thank you.